Hello and welcome to a gameplay for all seasons and this Hogwarts Legacy video. Now it may well be true that what we all really want to know is the release date for this game. Clearly we've not had any more information on that recently, but it is fair to say despite not having such groundbreaking news as a release date or a brand new 15-minute gameplay trailer or anything like that, over the last week or so there is a variety of information that's been coming out from various sources that I think are newsworthy, and when you put them all together do make an interesting news update, which is the purpose of this video. So I'll be running through them and I'll be giving you my view. As always, if you've got a view on any of these, let us know in the comments. So first up then is the recent, people are calling it a leak, but it's essentially someone on Reddit has posted a rather interesting article where they went into the source code of hogwartslegacy.com and they saw there was a list of things in there that clearly sound like they are extras for the game that are going to be included. Now this eagle-eye Reddit user is called Opal Lamont, and in there they have listed out 8 items. Now of course we don't know when these items were put into the source code and things change, so some of these may not be in there anymore, but I think it does give you a good idea of the sort of things that they may be given as DLC, or more likely bonus extras for certain game editions. Now if you look at the bottom 4, they're the ones that very much sound like they are part of a special edition of the game. So first off, 72 hours early access to the game. Quite obvious what that is, and will be very good for a lot of people because I know a lot of people can't wait to get their hands on this. Number 7, you get a still case. That's obviously referring to the physical case of the game, or most likely. And the floating ancient magic wand with book again sounds like something that comes with the edition, so something physical. Kelpie robe sounds like something that you probably have in the game, but maybe it could be something physical they give you, though I doubt it. Now the top 4, again they're probably a special edition of the game. You've got Thestral Mount. Now we know on Hogwarts Legacy obviously you're going to be taming beasts. We've seen that you can fly fantastic beasts in the game. We saw our character flying on a hippogriff, and the Thestral Mount is presumably something like that. In addition, you've got 3 Dark Arts related items. You've got the Dark Arts Cosmetic Pack and the Dark Arts Garrison Hat, which are presumably wearable items. And then you've got the Dark Arts Battle Arena, which is probably open to a bit more conjecture as to what that could be. Maybe that's some sort of survival mode. Now the second item I want to discuss, and if you're on Twitter and you're not already, there's lots of interesting little tidbits coming out of the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter. They've got a little blue tick so you know you've got the right one if they've got that. And you can see over the last short while they've been releasing a variety of interesting little pieces. You can see here they're just showing us a bit more about the castle, and we now know that you can travel through the Flu network due to this tweet, and more recently we've had this tweet here, and I think this does tell us a bit more about the game. Now what my take of this video is that if you go and explore, you can find these little areas, and what I imagine this is here is you found an area, you interact with that area, and then whichever spell is particular to that item, it will probably level that up. So I think that tells something quite key that we're going to be doing and finding as we go through the world exploring. And the third item I want to discuss then is this video that you can see on Instagram. It's also on Twitter, from Avalanche WB. Again, it's the official studio, and in this video I think you get a really good idea of how much effort they are putting into making this game look realistic. Now if we think back to the leak we had 4 years ago now in 2018, in that leak some people said from the game, they said, oh, it looks like it's a cartoony style, it's not going to be that realistic, which I didn't necessarily get from that, but I know some people did. I think if you look at this most recent one, it shows you it is going to be realistic, and we're going to have a lot of choice on what our character looks like. The interesting thing here is I'm sure these pictures we're seeing of these people are probably modelled on real people, which is why they look so fantastic. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to actually creating my character and starting with the game, and hopefully the character customization is intuitive enough that kind of no matter what choices you pick and what you do to your character, they still look like realistic, real people. But as I say, if you look at this video, it's very promising. It's very much suggesting that we may well be getting blown away by some of the graphics they use, which is fantastic because you want to see Hogwarts in all its glory and you want to feel like it's alive and that you really go to school. We discussed that before, and having good graphics, making it feel realistic is obviously an excellent way to get you there. I'm still hopeful this game's going to come out in 2022 and I can't wait to get my hands on it. When I do get my hands on this game, I'm very interested to know what sort of videos do you think that we should be making? Should we be doing walkthroughs, comparison of graphics to other games? What would you like to see from this channel, Gameplay for All Seasons? Highly recommend you subscribe so you don't miss out on news, be it big or small. Like it if you want other people to see this, and I'll see you on the next video.